Rachel Campos Duffy just got a tour of that ICE facility. She was there. She called over there. They said, come on over and we'll take you through it. She's live there this morning. Hey, Rachel.
Good morning, Ainsley, Lawrence, and Brian. Yes, I'm right here. I got dressed, Brian, and I came over to the ICE detention facility. And listen, I received the tour that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a representative out of New York, is going to receive in just a few hours from now. And this is what I saw. ICE has nothing to hide. They have nothing to be ashamed of. This facility is so clean. It has, all kinds of recreation facilities, outdoor soccer fields, weight equipment, domino tables. It also has telephones everywhere with signs next to them of how they can, the phone numbers to reach their consulates. It also has legal facilities, computer webcams. Their doors on the bedrooms, on the places where they sleep, aren't even locked. The facility is actually looks like a high school. Actually looks better than a lot of high schools, and a lot of our own prisons for American citizens could take a lesson from this facility. In fact, the director of ICE, who took me around, Todd Lyons told me that they can't even contract with state and local prisons and facilities. They have to use private facilities because their standards are so high, and it's just too expensive for them to retrofit their facilities to put the ICE detainees. And so that's the lowdown on that. Here's a clip of him telling me the kind of person that comes into this facility. You can't come here, you guys, just because you've crossed the border illegally. You have to have committed another crime. Listen, the person who ends up in this facility is not just that they crossed the border illegally. No. You've had to have done more than that, correct?
Right. So currently today, as we're walking through here today, there's 152 detainees. 75% of those have committed crimes, been convicted of crime, or have pending criminal charges. So
what kind of crimes are we talking about?
Unfortunately, it runs the whole gamut. More than 75% of the people that are here are felons. Bad people you don't want in your neighborhood.
Yeah, guys, more proof that, Democrats just love to defend the worst kind of illegal immigrants. So these are rapists, murderers, people accused of burglary and other felonies. Here's another thing that I found really interesting. Everywhere you go, in Spanish and English, there are signs up that say, do you want to go home? ¿Quieres ir a tu casa? And it gives you a phone number that you can call to self-deport. Or you can also just tell somebody in the facility, hey, I'm ready to be done with this. I just want to go home to my country. If you do that, the American government through ICE will arrange within 48 hours a free flight and $1,000 so you can get out. So the idea that they are here with no agency, that they are being, detained with no choices, that's not true. They have a choice to self-deport, and they make it really easy.
Rachel, I'm just curious, and this is the director for all of ICE in the country, and I know you were there touring this facility. But how does the director feel about the Democrats defending the criminals that are in that facility that you were in and not defending the people that they're victimizing on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, absolutely. And we had that conversation. We also talked about why they're not out defending or standing up for and looking into oversight at our own prisons for our own American citizens. I know I talked to Representative Claudia Tenney on Fox and Friends Weekend, and she told me the conditions are deplorable in her state of New York for prisoners. So I'm not sure about that. I'll tell you what I thought, and this will ring true with you as well, Lawrence, because you were there in Uvalde. Uvalde, Texas was home to a detention center for unaccompanied minors. And I could not get in there. The mayor couldn't get in there. Members of Congress had difficulty getting in there. They didn't care about the most vulnerable people who come over the border. And they didn't ask for DNA tests. By the way, Democrats didn't for those vulnerable children who came across the border. But they're outside of this facility making a ruckus, causing trouble, assaulting police officers for what? For rapists, murderers, and other criminals.
It's ridiculous.
Okay,
Great job, Rachel.
Yeah, thanks for getting up early and going out there.
You got it.
Yep.
It's interesting that they have the consulate's numbers right on the phones. They don't lock the doors so that they can move around. All right, now to another Fox News alert.